Welcome back to the channel. Got a little project today. We're going to try and improve the airflow in Harry for when it's in hot weather. Jane's got a little concern that when we're out in perhaps warmer climates, when we go into Europe for example, sleeping at night might become a bit more difficult with airflow. Now we have got little mobile fans, but I just want to try to see if we can improve the airflow generally throughout the van. Came across a post on a Facebook forum I was on, which was the Ford Custom Campervan community, and Paul Blackman actually posted an idea, so it's not my idea, where he posted some images of putting some fans by the kitchen window and was sucking and blowing air out. Now I think for me, if I was going to do it, what I want to do is be able to bring air in from the outside at night through the kitchen window, and then make sure that the skylight's open, because it's all about making sure you've got an air pressure that's moving, so the air will come in the window and then go out the skylight. So I think that's if it's going to work for me, that's probably what I'll do. Now it might reduce temperature, but that's not the primary reason. The main reason is to try and get some air circulation, coupled with as I said, some extra fans that we'll have in the back. I know some of you may have things like Max Air fans, which I have looked into actually, but they're too small for the gap I've got. And I know you can get bigger ones, but again, it just draws on the battery a bit more. So this is probably a cheaper solution to that if it works anyway. So this is sort of V1. I'll give it a go. We'll make it, and then we go into Europe. I'll report back to see if it works and that. So we'll get down to Harry and we'll start to see how this will work. So the whole idea is to be bringing air in through the kitchen window. Obviously having the window open is one thing, but if it's not pulling air in, if the air's still, then that's not going to do it. And the whole idea would be, I've got this grid actually quite fits in quite well. It will just slot in into place and actually secures actually where the framing of the window is quite well. So without me having to adjust it, which is really good. And obviously the concept is that we'll attach the fans onto here to pull the air in. That's sort of the concept anyway. I think what I might do, just for a bit more air security, I might get a bar that will just absolutely stop this window being open any further anyway. So these are the fans. They're just like a small computer that they used to call computer and gaming machines from on desktops and that. And I say it's got a little USB connector, so that will connect into a power pack. And then it's got this high, medium and low settings that you can, for the speed of the fan and that. And the idea I've got at the moment, I've got quite an old power pack that I'm not using, to be honest. So I'll use this, and if this works I might get a better rated one, but we'll try it first of all. So I bought 2 of these. Then I've got this gridding that I bought. It's actually a notice board gridding that just happens to fit quite well without me having to mess around with it too much. And then obviously I've got some cable ties that I shall use. So I've established that the air is pulled this way up, so I need to, this will be the side that's against the grid. So what I need to do, looking at this, I'm probably just going to try and drill some holes here so I can attach some cable ties to it to get it to the grid. That'll be what I'm going to do. The second one. Got to make sure that I don't foul the fan, obviously, with any cable tie bits. That's one. I'll tighten that up in a bit. Second one through. I felt a bit lucky really with the grid, because it's just happens to be the right size without me having to cut it to size for the window, and it just happened to fit. So I spent some time measuring the window, measuring the slat to try and get the right and sourcing the right one. So I think that's going to work. I'll tighten it all up in a minute when I get all 4 on. Okay, so that's them all on. Should just tidy it up and cut the ends off. Cable ties. Another one of those useful things you should carry. Okay, so as you can see, that's now all fixed on there quite neatly. What I think I'm going to do, because I can, is to cable tie the USB cable just so it's nice and neat, and therefore I don't catch it inadvertently. It's only because I bought 300 cable ties I can do that. It's quite hot in the van today. It's one of those summer days where it's a bit humid, so it'll be interesting to see in the day whether I'm going to feel a draft or not. But as I said, it's all about just exchanging air. Okay, so I think what I might do is actually strap this in, strap the USB on mine as well, so it's all in one if I can. Cut all the tails off. So I don't know if you can see all of that. You'll see it when it's up. We've obviously got the two fans sucking inwards, my charger that actually can charge, get that charged up while it's on there. Okay, so let's fit it. Assuming it's night time. Get that out, open the window. And this goes and actually clicks into the tray there. So that window's just got to open a bit more. Oh, that hasn't. There we go, there. So just from a demonstration point of view, that's on low. I've just put some tissues, you can see the fans going around. Turn that up high, you can see. And there's definite airflow I can feel there. Whether it's going to make a real difference, Jane will be the one who's going to determine that. The bottom line is it's pulling air in from outside. Now, if it's hot air outside during the day, you're bringing hot air in. I think this is for night time only. It's going to be key that the air can escape from an air pressure point of view. So we'll have that up at night. Obviously, we'd have that anyway if it was that hot out. And that means the air can come in. And I think if we have a couple of other fans just to help redistribute the air, maybe it'll make a difference.
Silent for the wind is cold. You must return to the wild.